I worked as a volunteer in some projects that were directed by the Ministry of Health. Our work was pro bono and required us to put in a great amount of time. I have attended to over 3,000 surgeries in Africa, which consisted of cataract, glaucoma, and others. We performed surgeries without anesthesia on patients who were as young as 7. Under normal circumstances, it would be an inconceivable thing. But while there, the situation is so desperate because we are told that without the surgeries we offer, those children may remain blind forever. When we see people being in so much need, basic things like eating and sleeping become unbearable for us. I use a cane to help me walk. Sometimes I require help from someone else as well. Most likely, I'm going to need to use a wheelchair in the next 5 years. First of all, I have an illness. Secondly, I am a doctor. I could have no relation with any kind of terrorism that is being alleged. At the time of July 15th, when the alleged coup was happening, I was still in Africa. Words can't describe the emotions I was going through at that time. I was performing eye surgeries in Mali. I remember not being able to hold my tears back while performing the surgeries and trying to be careful so that the tears won't drop on the patients. The crimes that were alleged on the Hizmet movement eventually got in the way of the help these innocent people were receiving. The witch hunt that had been going on prevented us from continuing our volunteer work in Africa. My husband got detained, and there was also a search warrant for my arrest. In the meanwhile, a levy was issued against our accounts, and we were left without any means. We were left in a desperate state, in which we could not even pay for the water bill. President Erdogan had previously said in one of his rallies that Hizmet movement won't even be receiving water from us. In those desperate times, his vicious words felt very true. Around a month later, our house was searched by the police again. They were asking for my whereabouts. At the time, I was hiding with some of my friends. It was a very difficult period for me. The police were again raiding the house. While the raids were happening, the police were questioning and treating my children very badly. My children's ages were 8, 14, and 15. Especially the youngest one would be very shaken for a couple of days after a raid. And if my friends didn't share my whereabouts, they were accused with aiding terrorism and threatened to be arrested as well. I was hoping that once I was out of Turkey, everything would be fine. Unfortunately, every step I took forward made me feel their cruelty more strongly and intensified the pain that I felt inside. Thankfully, we have faith. We believe that every hardship brings an ease. Our greatest wish is the exoneration of people who had never been a part of any crime or illegal activity.